This is Joy with Obsessed with Scrapbooking, and today I'm the guest designer on Hallmark Scrapbook. We're going to be making this cute card from Just Because Cards, and first thing you want to do is make the envelope. So to do that, I've got some paper loaded on my machine, and I'm going to go over to my key, which is 25, and then down to the envelope button right underneath it in that column, and that is the envelope that matches with my card. I have my dial set at 5.5, and that is going to help me cut exactly the right size envelope. So I've gone ahead and pressed that, and I press cut, and off we go. Now let's get started cutting out our ladybug. The first thing is I'm loading in the mat. As you see, I have 3 colors to make my ladybug with. And I'm going to go ahead and start with actually the black section because that's how it works best in the book. Sorry about my big head in the way. Whoops. Okay, and so what you want to do is press the first feature key. I believe it's layers, and then you're going to go ahead and go to key 25, and that should bring up the black part of the ladybug, and we're just going to cut that out, zip, 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 and then we're going to move on to the red part of the ladybug, and I have everything. Remember, we leave our dial at 5.5. Pressure and speed for me are both at max, and then I also have the blade at max too, because I don't like to take any chances, but you probably get away with lower settings with some of those things. Anyways, going ahead to cut the ladybug. Notice I don't change the dial ever. That's it. There you go. Dials at 5.5 all the time. And my card and card base is all cut at 5.5 too. So here's our ladybug and the red part. And then finally I'm going to cut a shadow, and I'm going to use this beige because I don't want it to be too harsh. And there it is. And it is under the shadow, so I press that feature key. It's going to be a shift 25, key 25 if you will. So there you go. And we're off. Now next thing I'm going to do after this is I'm going to go ahead and cut the word art. And there's a feature key called word. And the cute as a bug needs to get cut out in red and black. So we're going to start with, I'm moving my blade to minimize the amount of waste. I'm going to hit word. So I change my feature key, and then I'm going to just hit key 25 again, which is the bug key. Notice still haven't changed that dial. Got to keep it at the same inches, and be sure not to have real dial size on. That's very important. Do not have real dial size on, or this will not work at all. It has to just be plain and regular. Okay, so that's almost done. It cuts out beautifully too. It's so cute. Such a cute little sentiment. Cute as a bug. That's really fun. So the card comes with a contrasting part to it with this word art, which we're going to cut next in the black, and then we'll all be done cutting for the front of our card. So I'm just going to move over to black again with my head. I'm sorry. And then that's just going to be leave the same feature key on, and I'm just going to do shift 25, and there you go. Now to assemble this, all I need to do is go ahead and glue everything down. I'm using Scotch Quick Dry Adhesive Glue. You can get that at Target, you can get it at Walmart, you can get it at near the check stand at Michael's. And the tweezers I'm using are called Tweezer Bee. They're by EK Success. You can also find those at Michael's. I'm trying to think where else I've seen them. They're definitely online at Amazon.com. And they're really, really great because they hold everything closed when you're not squeezing them. So it's great. They just stay closed, and it's perfect for gluing these kind of small items. So I'm just going to assemble my ladybug here, no big deal. And I love this glue because it's got a nice tip to it, so it's kind of precise. And I'm going to clean up any glue that's stuck out. And then I'm just going to go ahead and glue my cute as a bug, and then I'll have everything put together ready to go on the card. Now I did go ahead and cut out the card at 5.5. And I don't think I have that shown because this video is going to be 20 minutes long, and I've had to already cut it down. So I think I cut that part out, but you go ahead and cut the card at 5.5 also for the bug, which is key 25. So what's great about these tweezers is, as you can see, I can kind of maneuver things on a little bit. Quick word about the glue. It says quick dry, and they're not kidding. Dries really quick, so you do want to know that. There's my card, and the card actually comes in 2 pieces. The regular part is this crosshatch part, and I'm using a score pal to go ahead and score that. You can find the score pal, just do a Google search for that. They sell that all over the internet. And then this part actually folds over the gingham part, and that is also in the book. And that's all cut at 5.5, so you'll see that kind of works out. So I thought glue, and then I thought better of it. So sorry about that. See, some of these things happen. So you're going to get a laugh here in a minute, because this seemed like a good plan, and then you'll see I have to kind of work with it a little bit. So learn from my mistakes. That looks like it's going to work, doesn't it? But then I'm really, oh no, off base. So, oh, fortunately, see, there's the better way to do it. So take a hint, take a lesson from me here. I'm going to fold that, and I'm going to use my bone folder again to get a nice crease with that. So, as you can see. So that's going to be the base of our card. So cute. So cute. So just going to fold that down, and we'll be all set to go. So that's how that lays on there. Now, I was looking at it, and I think I'm going to put something behind that ladybug, so you'll have to stay tuned to see what that's going to be. Moving on, now here's some pen work I decided to do to kind of dress things up, which you can see better in the close-up photo at the beginning of this video, and also on the blog. Use black stitching, kind of, it's all faux stitching obviously, and then I'm going to do white stitching all around the edge here. Look how fast that is. I love speeding up the video, makes it so much more fun. So this adds so much to a project, and here's my advice on this. Be sure and do this before you start sticking things down, because it's really hard to work around that later, which I learned recently. So better to kind of have that in mind early on. It's harder to add later. And then I'm just going to add some dots here around the lettering. I recently saw my friend Monique do this, and boy, it was so cute. Of course, everything Monique does is cute, but you know, I think it adds so much. So you guys might want to try that too. A lot of fun with that. So just a little bit of something, and then I'm going to go ahead and put that on there, and there you go. I'm going to go ahead and add in that scallop circle you see. I just used a punch for that. Now we're going to fold the envelope we made at the very beginning of the video. Remember, we cut that at 5.5, and I'm just scoring it using my score pal. There's already score lines on the envelope for you to use. This is a little dull, so we're going to speed over to folding it up. Now it's all folded. Not really kind of see what you do. It's not too complicated. And I'm just sticking it down with my Scotch ATG gun. You can find those online. I got mine at framingsupplies.com, and I love it. But it's sometimes I don't always talk about it, but I just love that thing. And I seem to have problems with some glue there. So there you go. Just sticky it down, and you are done. And so now I'll bring over my card, and you can see where I put my scallop circle, and that's it. Thanks for watching.